We have to stand up. You can't have a society in which someone like me can win by 1.5 million votes, decimate the left electorally for maybe a generation, and then have the left impose their agenda through all these other institutions. That doesn't work. So our task in Florida is to carry what George Washington called the torch of the sacred fire of liberty. Now, this was a torch that burned in Philadelphia in 1776 when 56 men pledged their lives, their fortune, and their sacred honor to establish a new nation conceived in liberty. It was a torch, a fire that burned at a cemetery in Gettysburg when the first Republican president in our country pledged this nation a new birth of freedom. It's a fire that burned on the beaches of Normandy and the shores of France when a merry band of brothers defeated the Nazis and saved freedom in the world. And it is a fire that burned at the steps of the Berlin Wall when a great president stood up to communism and said, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall." So it's fallen to freedom-loving people throughout our country to carry this torch. It's a responsibility, but it's one in Florida that we welcome. It's a responsibility that we believe we have no other choice but to meet. We affirm the basic creed of our country that our rights do not come from government, but they come from the hand of Almighty God. We reject the idea that self-government can be subcontracted out to bureaucratic elites, whether burrowed in federal agencies in Washington, D.C., or in places like Davos, Switzerland. We insist on the restoration of the timeless constitutional principles that have made this country unique so that government of, by, and for the people shall not perish from this earth. This is not easy. There's no easy course. Anytime you're stepping up and leading against the left, you are going to face repercussions. And it's not just a guy like me who's governor. If you're a parent that's concerned about what's going on in the school system, you go to a school board meeting and you speak out, you're not going to be lionized by legacy media. You're going to be attacked by legacy media. You're not going to be accepted by the left. You're going to be attacked by the left. And so part of the reason we did the book, entitled it The Courage to Be Free, because I think in this day and age, when you're fighting the left across a full spectrum of institutions, you can be right on the issues, you can have the right frame of mind, but you got to have the courage of your convictions. And if you don't have that, then none of this is going to work. And so my message of freedom from Florida requires us to stand firm, it requires us to hold the line, and it requires us to never, ever back down. Thank you all. God bless. Thanks so much.